Less invasive.
Maybe one claw could dispense treats and the other claw grab, and we can call him good cop and bad cop.
Bridge nav. We step 20 meters, heading 160.
I think this is, since we sat down, the first time that we've had a screen without any mushroom corals on it. Oh, never mind, I see one.
I see 4.
Man. I'm getting desensitized by the mushroom corals.
Like you're like slow. You're getting like your eyesight's getting atrophied. They just become noise. So what kind of stars are these? These aren't like brittle stars.
They are brittle stars, yeah.
Squall lobster. So these squall lobsters remind me of wolf spiders.
Oof.
Oof. Oh, the jumping wolf spiders or whatever.
Another little pearl field.
What's that? Did anyone watch that? It was a YouTube thing, like Marcel the spider or something like that.
Mm-mm.
Oh man, it was pretty good. Basically a talking little spider with like googly eyes.
Lots of little anemones here. Almost to the top.
So we are finishing up pump 6 and 7. I'm turning them off now and starting the next
You're on mute.
7,
No, you're not.
8, and 9.
Yeah,
So
you're
just
on
if you
mute.
make a note of that, please.
You want to push?
Yep.
There's one of your spooked.
Do you know the volume?
Yep.
Okay,
Just give me a second.
got it.
All right. 15,
Shannon, I have a
56.
push, please.
So creepy.
I don't like it when they move. I don't like
Okay. Jacob, you ready?
Yep. Yep.
Volume for pump 6 is 120,887.
Looks like it has little
Got it.
googly eyes.
And the volume for pump 7 is 120,126.
Got it. Thank you.
What's up, little one?
See the little anemones.
And back up, please.
Great.
So those
So-
must be little larvae.
I'm sorry?
The little ones, I guess now that we're pushing on those, I do see
So-
little tentacles.
Yeah, you see the
So
little
they're
tentacles.
like little
This-
larvae.
Now,
Zillions of them.
that's samples.
Wow.
Those are samples 262 and 263.
Okay.
6.2 and 6.3.
So as we are approaching the top, I'm thinking about our next move. And I would like to move along the edge of the rim towards one of those waypoints, 5J.
5J.
But I'm hoping we can do that at a faster pace so we can make ways to the southeast. We still want to make it there and then drop down and do another vertical ascent, so there'll be a little bit of water column. And we only have about 2 hours of bottom time, so it'd be great if we can do that at a good pace.
I'm going to say at this
That
depth
where
or
we're headed?
approximate depth, we're going to have to leave the bottom at around 7:30, 7:35.
7:30.
For
Okay, so that
8
gives
a.m.
us 2.5
recovery.
hours.
Yeah, we can watch it from breakfast.
Yeah.
And range and bearing.
We're still heading up to waypoint 8, and it's 160 heading, 30 meters.
Roger that.
And once we get to the top, we can move at 0.3 knots.
Awesome.
Santiago, is this the first time you've seen these at such an early stage? Like, they're just so evenly placed, and there's so many of them. Like, what do you take from
The
that?
little anemones, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't recall seeing that before. I mean, we see lots of anemones in the crater, but they're bigger, much bigger, and not as abundant. So I'm not sure if these are just maybe juveniles or they're just, that's the size. The fact that we haven't seen any larger ones suggests that they might be, that's the size, the regular size that they grow up to be. And there's so many that makes you think that there's competition for space here, right? Which is not something you often observe in the deep ocean.
Or also, what does it say about the predators? Maybe there's, for whatever, fewer predators here, right?
I haven't seen anything that looks like a predator here.
Yeah.
Well, there's quite lobsters.
And none of these species of brittle star are predators, are they?
I mean, some of them can be, but we have seen them, I think most often just associated with the sediments.
Okay. Oh, here's one scooting.
Can I have a push, please?
That's cool.
Oh.
I thought the
quite
lobster was going to grab him.
Oh boy, look at the brittle star. They go faster than you think they could.
Can probably race the ROV. That guy looks mean.
Yeah, one eye.
And back out.
I'm glad I woke up for this.
Well, that's to see.
Thought about sleeping in. But
You thought about sleeping in?
Bridge nav. We step 20 meters, heading
Does
160.
anything eat brittle stars?
Oh, good question. I don't know. They don't have a lot of flesh.
Hmm.
Let me ask the internet.
Yep.
I can't think of any on top of my head, but I wouldn't rule it out. You do see sea stars often missing an arm. Maybe some fish can eat them?
Well, regardless, it definitely looks like the mushroom corals are starting to taper off.
Yeah, I wonder if that's just a function of availability of exposed rocks. You see more evenly layer
Whoa! Dive bomb from a
sediment,
shrimp.
and then you still see some spots of hydrothermal
Yeah, that's a big patch, huh?
staining. Yeah. So it looks like we're at the top.
Alright, looks like that sandy spot's the waypoint.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
That was the target.
That's
It's like
funny.
they knew.
There's a dark spot in there, like in the middle of that little yellow patch.
The little X.
X marks the spot.
Yeah. It'd be great if we can start making moves along the
The ridge line.
ridge line at
Copy that.
0.3 knots. Great. There was no giant coral top of the ridge.
I know. I was hoping for the mega boss.
Can we push, please?
I was thinking we were going to come across the top and a health bar shows up.
Brian? Oh, it's raining.
Tito, we're gonna-
Outside?
Yeah, it's been raining.
Oh. I was like, wait, on the ocean?
Yeah. Can't you see it?
It's always snowing, but never rains.
proceed in heading, let's say 115.
115.
115.
Yeah, you said this was going to be a mid-water move?
Mm,
We're going to be following the ridge line to the next waypoint. It's going to be a bit of a curve. And we have the next waypoint is in 340 meters.
All right, 115.
115.
this looks like it's maybe a slight uphill, at least at the beginning, but should be mostly flat.
Bridge nav. Can we step 20 meters, heading 115? Getting really murky.
Mm-hmm.
You think that's true murkiness, or we're just a little bit high above the seafloor? Don't see anything anomalous in the CO2 data, but if anything, it's going down a little.
And we're going 0.3 knots now.
Thank you. Still see lots of hydroids, brittle stars, still mushroom corals, yeah, you're right, there's less of them.
And there are still some rocks, but
Yeah,
I don't know. They must not like these.
not as much.
They do seem to be rather picky. Does one grow faster than the other? Or is that probably hard to say?
Yeah, I don't know.
Mushroom corals versus crinoids.
I mean, based on what
Or
we
hydroids, sorry.
observe in Napanua, the mushroom corals are appear after
Bridge nav.
things like anemones start appearing, and the hydroids
Step 30 meters, heading 115.
come kind of in between. So first anemones, then hydroids, then mushroom corals.
Then hydroids, then mushroom corals. Okay.
Well, it's much larger patches here of this color sediment, and then there are the mushroom corals again. Yeah, this is a very big area of use, I think. I'm surprised we haven't seen much of a increase in CO2 here.
I think that's what I'm most surprised about here, is how active it is everywhere. You know,
That's true.
it's not localized to a certain region. It's
Yeah, it's true. I've seen a lot of these around the different parts of the volcano that we've seen.
Yeah.
Some Cheetos.
Oh, there's a little isopod, looks like,
Oh yeah?
right in the middle.
Is that the little scaly thing?
Oh
Yep,
yeah,
there he
there you
goes.
go.
Jumped right at me.
Anemone
Yeah,
snack.
back up, please.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the.
what is?
Oh, that's
is
like
that?
one of those baby chonaks.
Oh,
our
how
favorite.
cute. Yeah.
Annette, our favorite.
Yes, our favorite.
Baby
Yeah.
chunks.
Slurp it.
Let's go
So
back up.
cute. But he's a little guy.
So small.
Aw.
He's just a
Are you
baby.
ready to adopt him?
It could be a different species, but it is chonaks, pretty sure.
Oh my gosh. it's
Maybe it
Cheetos
is a
movie.
baby. We've seen the large ones around.
Mm.
Oh,
What's
so
it?
small.
Yeah, it is small. If you look at the
Yeah,
green
it's like-
dots.
It's like 5 centimeters long.
Yeah.
I think it's ready to attack.
Thumb-sized fish.
I like that little scaly thing.
What scaly thing?
Yeah, and right up.
Oh,
There's a bigger anemone.
this is kind of vast. You
Yeah.
look in the cinema cam, you can see.
Oh, so small.
Oh.
And lumpy and ugly.
Oh, he's not ugly. Don't say that. He's cute.
Yeah, back
I
up.
love him.
please.
That's neat. Maybe we'll see some more.
Wow, there's just so many anemones.
There's lots of life here. It's just little. Everything's little.
Maybe we'll see a whole council of chunks.
Hope so.
Now, Santiago, do you think this is like a specific successional stage? You know, given what we're seeing and the size?
I don't know. 'Cause we also have all these large areas of diffuse flow, which
Yep.
we see on the cone on Afanua, but not on the top of the cone. We see it on the sides of the cone. So
I didn't see him till he started swimming.
Bridge nav.
Came out of nowhere.
it's just a different environment, yeah.
Oh.
Hey, look at that. This is almost all
We step 30 meters, heading
microbial
115.
mats
Yes.
form around. Diffuse flow is much less large animal life in these big patches. But maybe this is why what all these animals are eating. Yeah? There's primary productivity happening here. Lots of microbial biomass being formed. It's really extensive.
Yeah.
Is there something swimming off in the
Yes,
right?
larger fish, I can tell
Yeah.
it is.
Are we at the highest elevation on the...
Not quite, but close.
But, like, is this area the highest elevation on the
Oh,
whole...
the entire
Or the entire thing?
I think it is. Let me double check. There are two peaks that reach 600 meters. You want to break a record?
I'm just wondering.
I think it could be, yeah, the highest
Cool.
peak. And what we're seeing now is Shallow. C4 that we're seeing now is shallower than what the hell is the lower resolution bathymetry is. Maybe Sentry has a much better.
Is it better to go more towards our port?
It would be, but I'm kind of way off to the north. I'm trying to, if I go more south, so I'd like to be somewhere along the track line.
Okay,
So if you came a bit north, I think that would help.
will do.
This is all microbial out here.
Yeah. Be curious. It's probably warmer in here.
Um,
No, the air conditioner
No.
is pretty cool.
really?
Seems to be working just fine.
Yeah.
It's hard. The temperature is hard to separate from the increase in temperature
What
as
you might
we
do
get
is just when
shallower.
the ship stops, have
I
it come
see.
20 meters
Okay.
north and then resume.
It's a thermocline, I think.
Okay, 20 meters.
But
That-
you know,
that's
it's
kind of the
very
track line we're trying.
Yeah.
We're trying to
almost
follow
certain that
that.
if we
So
stick
that's
the
at
temperature probe into the
1-0 pretty much.
The sediment. We
So I would
sediment,
just
it'll
try
be
to,
warm.
instead of trying to steer the ship
Warmer.
like that.
Exactly.
just-
probably not too much warmer.
Okay,
Maybe
20
a
meters.
degree or two warmer than ambient temperature.
Yes.
If we see something more focused, like some chimneys or some shimmering water, that will be actually significantly warmer.
It seems to continue in the same direction, does it not?
Yeah, it curves a little bit. But I think that step will be good. Bridge nav. Can we step 20 meters heading 000?
When I bought my house earlier this year, the entire house, walls and ceiling, were all painted this color yellow.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you leave it like that?
Nope. Had to paint over it.
That's gross.
Interesting.
I could see it with the lights off.
Would you push, please?
Wow.
They really liked yellow.
That's an
You don't have to worry about the
color
oil
for
stains. Don't worry about splash grease or
Oh,
anything.
Stare down.
Don't have to worry about splashing mustard on the
Nope.
walls.
All that mustard I use.
Did you leave any walls this color? Or everything
Nope.
went-
Well, I hired painters because it was so much to do.
Look
Um,
at those eyes.
But I forgot to tell them to paint the pantry, so the
Oh,
pantry
he's
still
cute
has
too.
that yellow color in it.
Okay.
Hand back out, please.
Splash of color is
Ooh,
good.
His eyes look like they're oriented up. Is that?
Yeah, yeah, that's what it
Aw.
looks like. Yeah. Those eyes are large.
What's this little fish eating?
Oh,
What we got? Ooh, what is it? What is it?
Escape.
Looks like this big skate.
Oh,
Interesting.
wow.
Ooh, cool.
We saw
Yeah.
one swimming in the
Give it some
crater
push.
the other day.
Look at that.
About halfway. I'll try to throw a landing on without scaring them.
Is it normal for them to
Oh,
be this
okay.
deep?
We've seen some deep, yeah, there's some deep sea skates.
What a cloud I just blew up.
He's
I
not
don't know.
bothered by it.
I don't know if this
A
particular
disguised
species
cloud.
Just gonna lose him.
is seen shallower
I
too.
think he did it.
How cool. Don't worry. You're doing great.
You laugh until it like hangs out on the porch.
No, that would be something. That would be a 5 on the highlight reel.
A
Oh,
5
Uh-huh.
out of 5.
Out of 5, we have a 5-point rating system.
Okay, just making sure. 'Cause
Actually, yeah, we have a 0, but that's only if somebody cusses online. That's the strike it from the record.
that's an ironic highlight.
Yeah.
0.
Ooh, it's so cool.
How he just hovers.
I'm sure just like the albatross, they use the current a little bit.
Nope.
Oh,
and
there's another
chunky.
little chunky.
Oh yeah, another Chronox. Seems
Wow.
like a good spot for fish.
Little goonie action going on.
Yeah.
And there's another fish over there.
So these are common, uncommon? What? I mean, we haven't seen anything this big down here.
We did see one swimming the other day in the crater,
Uh-huh.
about this size.
Ship's in hold right now.
Yep, I'm getting
Oh.
pulled around, so I gotta.
I wouldn't say they're
See you later,
very
Skate.
common. You know, you see every once in a while.
See you
It
later,
seems like a good
skater.
number of fish diversity in this dive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is like the fourth. Well, this is the first Cape, but this
Is that
the
a smaller
fourth
one?
Chronox. That one? I think it looks like
Or
a
is that
Chronox.
another one of the Tronics?
Yeah, it looks like a
Are you
Chronox.
heading
Medium size one.
135? That'd be good.
Not a baby one, not a big one.
Let's take a look. That's 125 right
maybe
there.
It's
20
125. So
centimeters
if we
long.
keep heading in this direction.
Yeah.
Bridge nav. Can we step 20 meters, heading 135?
So I wonder if it's hanging out here during the day, but goes
Oh,
up
I want to
at
throw a
night.
zoom at him.
Who?
The skate?
Oh,
Oh,
I
upset.
think those tend to be more live near the bentos. I'm not sure that.
Just a little
think
bit of
they're
thrusting
migrators.
down in the hole. Pressure wave
Do you know
just
Annette?
knocks that stuff
This
up.
skates
Do you know if skates
migrate?
migrate?
I don't know.
Oh, let's push
I
again.
don't think so.
I think they're mostly near bentos.
Yeah, it's, I think. Actually, I'm going to pause these pumps.
And back out. Thank you very much. And want to push back in on. He's posing for us, it looks like.
Yeah. Bow, bow, bow.
Yeah, give us a
I
little
want you to
turn.
look at my best side. And on our way again.
Yeah, give us over the shoulder.
That's blue steel, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's the skate. He's still hanging around.
Yeah.
It's like, me, look at me.
Don't forget.
Maybe he's trying to lead us somewhere.
Does seem that way.
This is very cool.
And let's go right in.
It leads us to buried treasure.
Can we turn the lasers off on it for a second too? So
Yeah.
we get the
Yeah, that's
photo
Oh,
right.
without
yeah. No
lasers?
laser zoom.
Thank you.
Nice.
Bow, bow, bow.
Man.
It's very elegant.
Uh-huh.
Oh, coming down.
Yeah, the way they move is very so fluid.
It is.
Very flying saucer.
Wow.
Oh, we did see a CO2 spike just a few minutes ago. Wow. I was surprised I didn't see one earlier, but
Man, I love it. What do you think he eats?
what could he be eating here? Not sure. Maybe some of those quad lobsters.
Maybe.
Shrimp.
That's why we haven't seen as many.
Yep. That's a wave, if I ever saw one. That's a what's up.
Hi! Hello!
Maybe it's telling us to go that way, because it kind of looks like an arrow.
Is he
So.
pointing with his tail or his nose?
Well, it kind of looks like an arrow if you go from the thing, using the entirety of the body. Nope.
Its underside is stained yellow with all the Cheeto dust.
Yeah.
Must be a gamer.
Oh, how pretty.
It's cool seeing him going over the terrain.
Parkour.
Oh, they're so pretty. What is the difference between a ray and a skate?
Annette knows.
Annette, do you?
I
Quietly type so they can't hear my keys.
Google help me. Oh,
Skates
stand
lay
off.
eggs,
Stand
whereas
off.
rays give birth to live young.
Live young. Okay, okay.
I'm so cold.
Oh, I love it.
So I guess we don't really know what this is.
And time for me to head a bit south.
Yeah.
Okay.
Goodbye.
I know.
Hi.
It's coming after us.
Bye,
Come with
skate.
us. We're just going that way. Meet us at waypoint 5.
That sounds like the turning point of like a rom-com. Meet me at waypoint 5. And we never show.
Aw.
Let's head in this direction, 155.
It's like the top of the Empire State
Supposed to
Building.
be the
isn't it?
top.
Yeah, it's a Sleepless in Seattle type thing. We get Tom Hanks to play the skate.
Bridge nav. We step 20 meters, heading 155.
Oh, I think that was a male.
Range and bearing.
Right now it's 155.
155.
There's supposedly a steeper point in that direction, so we'll just see with the terrain we see on the camera to see if it matches with the bathymetry we have.
coincidentally, that seems to line up with where the skate was pointing.
Yeah.
It's following the
Told
skate's
you.
direction.
Told you.
I have to give a shout out to my dad because he never ever misses a watch. He already texted me, "Bye, Ray."
Oh.
Bye. Takes a while for it to get there and back.
Something was digging.
Yeah.
Where?
It is so yellow, like, and it's so vast. That's surprising.
Lots of iron oxide too.
Yeah.
You see not much living here, or this extensive discoloration of the sea moon, of the seafloor.
What's CO2 at?
A mint.
Maybe if we move more up the incline. Let's see. Try heading 125.
125. There's 125.
Bridge nav. Can we step 30 meters, heading 125?
Something simmery off in the distance.
Some more mushroom corals coming up. Looks like we're gonna come into another area of transition of seafloor. We're back in the mushroom zone.
Yeah. They look like tumbleweeds in the desert.
And can I have a push, please? Another little baby.
Yeah, another one.
And he's walking. Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, Chomp
Yeah,
is
so we're
turning.
seeing in the chat from Crispin Little, this is not like a baby of the others ones. This is a different species.
And just a
Slightly
smaller.
genus Maltopsis, yeah.
It is less than 10 centimeters.
The gnome batfish.
A gnome. Okay. What a good name.
Seems to be responding to the ROV.
These ones seem a little like defensive, you know.
Yeah.
And back up, please.
Like a chihuahua.
Watch out, it's a batfish.
Falling behind a little.
More like a pug. Chonky McGee.
It's neat.
Cool jelly.
Mm.
That's cool.
What is that?
Oh, actually, it's a squid? I don't know. Couldn't tell.
And quick push. And back out.
Well, we've seen more fish on this one segment than we've. Oh.
What is that? I saw that in Atlanta. I
Oh
wasn't
my
sure.
gosh.
Oh no.
Oh, that's
Yeah, I thought
interesting.
that was going to be watch him have lunch.
Oh, that looks like a pretty, almost like a.
He's
I think it
chasing
is.
him. He's chasing him.
Oh, maybe not.
No, I think it was just trying to
Wow.
get out of
No, it looks like it's coming back. Oh, it's gone.
some big fish here.
That was like right on cue in it. You were like,
Yeah.
we've seen more fish.
I know.
Right
I
into
was just
screen.
like, the fish density here is
Cue fish eating lunch.
really impressive.
Lots of jellies too.
Yeah. It'll be real interesting to see what we get in the eDNA.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is the depth, or around the depth. That we think it could be a high abundance of zooplankton.
Yeah. Oh, it's too bad we don't have any Niskins, because this might have been an interesting spot.
Bridge nav.
Do you have a couple?
No, it don't.
No.
Oh.
The last three, 4, 5, and 6 are not working.
Can we step
They're
20
busted.
meters heading
not
125?
working.
I don't think they were set up correctly. I don't know. There's something we tried already in the previous watch, and it
What is it? That there's something flashing up in the
flashing.
like, hold on, watch the middle top of the screen.
Oh. It was like
I don't know if it's
over here. Yeah, I saw
yeah,
it. There it is.
There.
Oh, yeah, there. Yes.
Signaling us.
yeah. Come here.
Yeah.
Is it
It's
Morse
probably
code?
a fish.
Morse code.
Bioluminescent. Yeah, there it
Like a
comes.
fish.
No, I think it's just like a
It's a little
fish
fish.
reflection.
Just as it turns, we catch the
Yeah.
light differently.
So it's more of a glimmer.
Mirror.
Than a flash.
Yeah. Oh, just that little friend making.
Oh, there, yep. Kind of stirring up the bottom a little.
And push, please.
Oh, and is that another of the batfish?
I don't know.
Or is that something
Looks
else?
very flat.
Oh, is that like a flounder type fish?
Oh, I think you're right. Yeah. Or not?
No, it's
no,
a skate.
No.
No.
Well, it looks a lot like the
Yeah.
last one we were just looking at, but
Yeah, that's like a
same
Chaunox.
kind of pattern. And
Yeah.
it's funny, what would you call those tooth-looking things all over them?
Oh, the
Tusks.
Like, or barbs.
the fins.
Megan, when we called it a pizza fish. Remember there was a more red color?
It's an anglerfish,
Anglerfish.
according
Oops,
to
I
the
lost them. There we go.
I thought the
Chat.
anglerfish
Does it have a
had-
little lure?
Yeah, I thought the anglerfish had lures.
Some of them do, yeah.
Maybe it's retracted.
Maybe it forgot its fishing pole.
Monkfish.
Right, huh?
Monkfish. That sounds more right.
Oh yeah, I see the lure.
Oh, there
yeah,
it is. Yep, up
yep,
top.
yep.
What? Oh, I see
It's
it. I see it.
definitely I see it.
So tiny.
It really is.
Can we get the lasers on?
Yeah. They're on, but
They're just out of the frame.
we're out. They're
Oh,
out.
okay. Yeah.
Zoom
See
out
them
just
on
a
there.
hat here, if you would. And the lasers are there.
So it's like 8 centimeters
It's
long.
just about 9 centimeters long.
Yeah.
All the fish. I wonder if
And
Val
let's
is
go ahead
awake,
and pull back out.
able to appreciate all the fish.
Probably not yet. We'll tell her about.
I'm wondering if it's because we're up on the summit here.
Yeah, probably. We get the good stuff in this wedge.
It's because we deserve it.
We
We deserve it.
We earned it.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
got the good stuff.
Okay. Too long.
All those
No,
times I had to sit through blue water.
Yeah, we get to do a recovery and a launch today.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
that different than every other day?
I know. I'm like. this
Well, I
seems
feel
to be
like
a
every
pattern.
watch complains
I
that
say
they
we're
get the
just
blue
the
water.
A-team. Very versatile.
Yeah.
I
Chase
don't know.
every fish we see.
I don't know what the truth is.
Yeah, I know.
I don't complain.
Are there any more specimens you want to target?
I haven't seen anything new to sample unless we want to sample some fish. But
I would take fish if we could
And we
sample a
never
fish.
see a
It would
fish
be good
again.
for the barcode library.
I'm not sure they will let you be sampled, but
Oh,
we can
okay.
try.
Or if it would stay in the box.
Maybe
Yeah, we'll have to slurp, but it has to be small.
maybe a rock.
Yeah, I was thinking a rock, but I just haven't seen any good rocks. Have you?
A
No.
rockfish?
Tito, let's change our direction to 135.
135.
Yeah.
Copy. And shout out to Lando Norris for getting pole in Singapore for tomorrow's race.
Oh?
I'm sure he's listening.
Bridge nav.
Oh, that's right. You've been following that.
Can we step 20 meters, heading 135?
Fish. It's like when you're traveling the countryside and you see a cow. Cow.
Moo.
Do you think we can possibly move a little bit
Can I get
faster,
a
like
push,
maybe
please?
0.4 knots? We've been doing 0.3, right?
We have. Tito, do you want to move, start moving the vessel 0.4? Is that
Sure.
good with you? Okay.
Pedal to the metal.
They just don't want me looking at so many fish.
Yeah.
No, that's good. I think we're getting lots of good views, but
Those
Yes.
eyes
seems like
are large.
the terrain is good enough to move a little bit faster.
Shimmy to the left.
If you're having a good time, shake it to the right.
And let's pull back out, please.
All right.
Yeah.
Ha, see,
Thank
yeah.
You got it.
I got it.
Thank you.
I'll always get
Does
a spice
anybody in the back row want to try driving for a few minutes now that we're on a nice flat surface?
Yes.
And
Yeah.
who said yes first?
Oh.
That was me.
All right. Well, hey, come on up. And we already started to move.
You're going to floor it.
No, we've been moving. I can hold.
Step
now.
right up.
Want me to hold?
Yeah.
Bridge nav. Can we hold here?
So just a quick explanation. This stick is for up and down. You push down and pull up just like an airplane. This one, right now I'm in auto XY, so it won't move much, but to go left, to go right, to go forward, to go back, and if you want to change the heading, we rotate the top of the stick. So right now I've got you in XY in depth. You might leave it in depth, come out of XY and start using this way. And if you find yourself getting a little too close to the bottom, we'll come out of auto depth and start using this stick. So I'm going to mute.
There's
Wow.
a bench right there,
Or-
and then you can plug into train. I think
Yep.
there's a so you can still. And then turn on train.
There we go. The one?
Train, it's the one right there, right next to SPL.
To speak on?
Yeah, up and down. And up, there you go. So he can listen and we can talk.
What's train?
Train is training.
It's like training wheels.
Yeah. We deploy them.
Thank
wanna
you.
see?
Oh, yeah.
So our course over ground is around 135. And why don't you just do a little bit of flying around and get used to it before we get the ship moving.
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear me with the...
Yes, I can hear you well.
Yep. I'm just going to take a look at auto XY, and we're in auto depth.
Mm.
And I'm going to get the basket out of your view. And I'm just going to tilt up a little bit. Perfect.
Very cool.
And go ahead and get the ship moving.
Bridge nav.
And what I try to do is just do a little bit of
Can we move
meandering,
20 meters, heading
a
135?
little bit of lag.
Okay.
It's okay to not just lateral right and lateral left. And you'll notice it goes one direction a little easier than the other direction. That's just because the current's going that way.
Mm-hmm.
But try not to get more than 2 or 2.5 squares ahead. So that's about 25
Ahead of
meters.
Atalanta?
Yes. And you'll notice the ship just started moving. It'll take another minute or two. We're only 575 meters deep. So Atalanta's pretty lively, or almost live driving with the ship.
It's been pretty exhilarating.
And I'm going to put you in so that you can start using the depth, because I think we want
Yeah,
to be
it's
a
a little bit-
little closer to the bottom, just so you can see a little bit better. So push down a little bit. Don't push down that way. Yep, and just a wee bit. Right now your altitude's 2.1.
yeah.
And I'd say 1 to 1.5 is ideal.
All right.
But if you're going uphill, you kind of got to gauge that. And what I do is I glance down at this camera, and I can also use kind of the T-probe as a gauge. But so now you're 0.6, you're practically touching.
Oh, that's touching. Okay.
Don't just, so I'm going to say at about 0.4 you're touching, but on a flat surface.
I see.
So let's
Okay.
get driving forward a bit.
The ship is
And-
moving in 135 heading.
And if you just turn this stick a little bit to the right, or rotate clockwise a little bit, and we'll watch the heading change up here. See the yellow ball? And we're going to go to 135. And that's about perfect right there. And driving ahead. And you can kind of keep, what I do is I just give little inputs on the depth. I drive solid with this one, but depth I kind of just give a little inputs
bits
here and there. I've got it ballasted pretty well, so it doesn't want to go up too fast or down.
This is so cool.
Yeah, it is kind of fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
And they pay me for it.
That's awesome.
Now this is pod racing.
Santiago's forgotten about all the objectives. No more sampling. Just driving around now.
He's going to collect all the corals.
I'm just going to reach over you real quick.
Yep.
I'll go ahead and turn the lights on so you also have like a...
Santiago, say hello.
Okay.
Whoops, that didn't work. I'll learn how to use this sooner or later. Oh, that didn't work either. Let's one more time. There we go.
Awesome. Thanks.
About how much more time do we have before we have to start moving up?
7:35-ish, and as
About
we
an
come
hour.
up, yeah, I'm going to
Okay.
say we've got
7:35-ish.
26 or 27 minutes of Z,
Okay.
and I'd like to be at 50 meters right at 8 o'clock, start the recovery. That way the relief can get in here without passing it over right in the middle of the recovery.
Okay. I think in this case, I'm going to start, we have enough time to start another pair of eDNA samples. So, Jacob,
Yep.
if you want to make a note
Sure.
that I am pausing, stopping. Let's see, what time is it? 16:57. Pumps 8 and 9. I'm stopping and starting pumps 10 and 11.
Okay.
Jacob, what number is that?
So those are samples 264 and 265.
Thank you.
And Annette, if you could also give me the volumes.
Yep, just a second.
Okay.
5.
So the
Okay.
top left camera, I glance up there every once in a while just to see if there's anything
What's coming.
interesting kind of way out ahead,
Mhm.
as you can't see quite as
Right.
peripherally and so far ahead.
Pretty
So,
flat here.
Yeah,
Correct.
there's absolutely nothing on the sonar. Very nice and flat for quite a while.
Nothing to crash into.
are you ready for the volumes?
Yep.
Okay, pump 8 is 121-254,
Okay.
and pump 9 is 111-168.
All right.
Thank you. Yep.
Bridge nav.
And if you're ever wondering which way to go, we're always following the ship's track line.
Step
Some
10
gray dots.
meters, heading 000.
Okay.
You don't have to be on them, but just going in the same direction.
Right.
Yep. I'm going to push the ship to the north 10 meters because it seems like there's just a little more interesting terrain on your port side.
Okay. Sounds good.
So I'm bumping up.
So if
Stay where we are.
you just stay where you're at, that's literally just going to bring the ship
Yeah.
north and Atalanta a little bit north.
Mm-hmm.
If you maybe just lateral up a little bit like you had been doing.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good. What's the difference between the green line and the light blue dots?
So the light blue dots, I believe, are the Doppler, and the green is the USBL, and the blue or hard blue are the Atalanta USBL, and then the gray is, of course, the ship's track line.
Right.
And you'll hear every once in a while Gabby asking if she can reset the Doppler. If we do that while we're in Auto XY, the reset offset, the vehicle will try to go to wherever we just told it was, whereas so we reset it usually to USBL or the cursor, but if there's a big delta there, the vehicle will just zoom off and try to get there. So that's why she always asks, and make sure I'm out of Auto XY when we do that. Only did that a few times early in my career.
Did you already put in that move north? Okay. It's just taking a while for it to go, I guess.
So we're 2 feet back and it's 20 degrees colder over here.
Yeah, should try it all the way in the back. You get the Arctic blast in your back.
Ooh.
Sounds refreshing. So you're
So I think it would be really cool to get DJ in here for 5 or 10 minutes.
I don't know. I'm
Can you drive a car?
not well.
Yeah, that wasn't part of the question. Yeah.
You know, I made the comment about the bollards at the gas station. It's usually because I'm the one that's scraping them. So.
Come on, DJ. When do you say you have the chance to do this?
I know it's true. Fly a multi-million-dollar robot. I can't crash
Bridge
it.
now.
Is there any way I could crash it? Okay, sweet, with the training wheels on.
It is. Yeah,
There's, you believe it or not,
Nice
yes.
They have
20 meters
been
heading
deployed.
125.
They even put an extra one on there for you,
Yeah.
DJ.
There's a good chance because
I need all the bumpers.
you're far out, so we're gonna wait anyways for Atalanta to catch up.
Santiago seems a bit captivated. We'll give him a few more
Yeah.
minutes.
Yeah, so
Is the
you're
ship
drifting.
still moving north?
I just put a movement in to head into heading 125. So that means we'll start heading to the east.
Okay. Just let to some dust.
Yeah, and just throw a little bit of clockwise spin on your right hand. Move the yellow
get
dot
the
to
heading.
125, 120, 122, 123, 125. And just let it go, and it stops there. Went a little bit past it, but you can just bring
Oh,
it back.
125? I thought it was
Yep.
135.
125.
Got it.
Yeah, and Atalanta's catching up once you start jetting ahead. So do you find yourself getting a little more out of the video than when you're sitting back there? When you're sitting up here driving?
I guess I'm not paying as much attention to the shooters
Yeah.
as to the vehicle.
It's funny.
So over the year, I've been doing this for almost 25 years, and only once I've had the chief scientist ask me to sit in a chair and fly, and it was while we were doing coral surveys of a shipwreck, and he felt like he could just focus so much better on the one camera.
Yeah, I suppose after a while you can definitely like.
So see how you're about 12 meters ahead of Atalanta?
Yeah.
So that puts a little bit more tether just underneath Atalanta. So we want to be out
You
a
don't want
little
to be
bit
the
more.
slack. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so you can start moving forward.
Now you're driving.
Now you're cooking with gas.
Scooting.
And some more hydroids.
There you go.
Bridge nav.
So what do you think's seeping out of those cracks to make the orange stuff grow in such a
Just
straight
up
line?
another 20 meters, heading
I was
125.
wondering that because we zoom in and there were just like bacterial filaments coming out.
But it's
So-
got to have some food, right?
Yeah, imagine this like edges or like fissures in the. It's like a crust of sediments, really. It's not rock. So maybe there's like some seepage, very gentle, or you don't see much discoloration like that. So maybe it's old seepage.
There's another line of it just off to the right.
Oh yeah.
Then you got this line of bumps coming up ahead of you,
Yeah.
which
So
looks like it's just faded in the color.
So earlier we saw some tiny chimneys. We sampled a couple of them.
And you
Where
wanna
there was like shimmering water coming out.
where was that?
That was the previous watch. It was on the
yeah.
slope, kind of on the edge of a pillow, basalt, pillow lava.
It's got a couple of lines that are kind of parallel to each other, or
Mhm.
actually three of them
Yeah.
that I can see now. That's interesting.
So you don't have any control of any cameras here, do you?
Just the up, so all you got to do is say something. But you've got to get it right in the middle of the screen, and you got to keep it there. And
Right.
then you ask Jana for, I always say push. I think zoom is the zoom and unzoom, or I like to push and pull.
Sure, sure.
Different pilots have different lingo. Like I know, like Dan likes a laser zoom, and that's basically where you zoom in, and the lasers are just
Mm-hmm.
just in view. And stuff like that. No,
It's
everyone
going
has
to be
their
steeper
own-
here.
It's like their own little settings.
Not much. Seeing
much?
nothing on the sonar. You can see something on Atalanta's, but on ours, you just don't see any rise. So if anything, it's coming up. What do we see on the terrain map here? Yeah, a little bit. We have one more rise. I'm going to say one more contour going up. Or is that going down the lump there?
I think it's going
It
down.
looks like it's going down on
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, kind of
Oh,
sloping
yeah.
that way.
I think it's the opposite. I thought it was going up, but it's going down.
Yeah, things seems like kind of upside down when you're back there, so
Yeah.
you gotta flip it up a little bit.
Well, this is awesome. Thank you for letting me do this.
You're very welcome. Do you mind if we get DJ in for a few minutes?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm just going to take control here.
Oh boy.
All
All right,
set.
get down in here.
Gonna flip your.
Yeah, make sure you get it.
Would you push the button for him and pop that up? You're very welcome. Glad you enjoyed it. You're a natural.
Good job. You're not gonna crash. We won't let
Bridge
you.
nav.
So number one, yep,
Right there.
right there.
Can you hold here?
I'm plugged into trainer, so you're going to go right there. And here we go.
There you go.
You're on.
Oh gosh.
All right,
what
so let's put your armrest down so you can get comfy.
This one right here.
So this is the stick that drives X and Y, and by turning the top of it, you change the heading of the vehicle. See how the heading is turning? It goes very slow because we're in auto heading. But if you push on it, it goes forward. If you push sideways, it goes to the left. If you push to the right, it goes to the right and backwards. This one over here is push down
Okay.
and pull up. No,
Push down.
push down,
Okay.
pull up.
Pull up. All right.
So I'm going to go ahead and come out of auto XY, and you're going to slowly start using this one
Okay.
to start moving forward.
Moving forward. Okay.
And don't use all of it. So you
Just
just
a
use
little bit of
just
it.
just
All
come
right.
off axis and go really slow.
All right.
And
Do I
if
need to like throttle it? Do I need to keep holding it down?
you need to keep holding it to keep moving, because the
Okay.
vehicle will come to a stop after a few meters if you
Okay.
slow down. Right now, I think we kind of. All right, you're going a little fast, so I'm
Okay,
just going to
okay.
throttle you down myself, manual throttle. But let
Bridge
go of it
nav.
for a second, and watch you go left a little bit. Yep, there you go.
Can we step 20 meters heading 125?
So you don't want to get too far. You want to get no more than 3 squares ahead of Atalanta, and you're a solid 1.5, 1 3/4 right now.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yep.
I'll also
So I
give
can
you a little bit
chill
more
for a
leash.
minute.
Oh, so whenever I get out to the end of my leash, I just kind of go to the left or the right. And, oh, look at more of those lines of staining. Yep. But if you see anything interesting and you can get it right to the center of the screen, you ask Jaina for a zoom.
Okay. So I can stay put and then just change my heading back and forth.
Yes, yep.
Not looking around. Cool.
Yeah. Right now you're about a meter off the deck.
So do you fix your car every time you hit a bollard, or do you just leave it that way to warn other drivers?
I'm always a warning to other drivers.
Do you just keep your student bumper sticker
Yeah.
on? You never took it off?
Now you know the secret. I haven't hit a bollard in months.
You bought an electric car, didn't you?
No. Okay, I want to try to go look at these.
Sure.
Oh, goodness.
So these being
Right ahead of my,
up above your lasers?
yeah.
So,
So how do I look up?
So you're going to drive forward a bit
Okay.
until you get it right in the center. So a little bit right. Yeah, there you go. And as soon as you kind of get it in the center, you're going to start pushing down and forward at the same time, and eventually nice
Down
and
and
slow.
forward?
So now, well, now you want to come to the right,
Okay.
just lateraling
Can we
right,
hold here?
pushing down slowly, pushing down slowly.
Oh, down,
That's the other down. That's down. Yep.
Yep.
So a little bit to the right and push down on that. No, go ahead. Keep going.
Yeah, you're good.
Keep going.
Okay.
And just keep going until stop with this one now. So driving forward and pushing down with that one too to kind of just kind of come down and touch. And you're still at least a half a meter off the bottom. So now just down. Left hand pushing down. Nice and gentle. Maybe a little bit of this.
Yeah, there
Little
seems to be
bit
a
of
little bit of
that.
current.
Cool.
There,
All
you've got it right in the center of the screen there, so you're going to touch bottom any second now. All right, now push down on that stick all the way. Going to hit this.
Hit that.
Now we're going to ask Jaina for a push.
Jaina, can we have a push?
Yeah.
Of
That was
course.
you were pretty excited about that one.
Thanks.
Sounded like you wanted 2 of them.
full zoom. All right.
Look at that. Your
Nice.
first
Look at
visual
that.
sample.
Beautiful.
All right, pull back.
Like a
Captain.
pro. What a boss. All right, so I'm just gonna, well, so now we press this button again, and
Okay.
that undoes the stick lock. So now you want to pull up just a little bit to come off the bottom, yeah?
Okay.
And then
Like
as soon as,
pull up hard.
yeah, so, well, the harder you push, the more you're pushing down and raising sediment.
Oh,
You've
Look to
seen
your
me
right,
do that.
DJ,
Yeah.
right
With
top
ski.
corner.
But
Turn
now
to
we're
your
going to go to
skate.
one,
Skate,
ooh,
skate, skate.
skeet.
You
Oh,
have the
to the right,
targets.
and
Okay.
forward, and forward.
Okay,
And we're
good.
going to throw you back in auto depth.
Okay.
This is big
Go.
time now.
Oh
Go
gosh.
visit.
Pressure's
Yeah,
on.
pressure's on.
All right. Now what do I do?
Drive forward.
Okay. Drive forward.
Get him right in the center of the screen.
Okay.
Not too fast. All right, put the brakes on.
Okay.
Give it a little.
Is that my brake?
You just pull back a couple times.
Okay.
And we want stick lock off. So we're gonna just kind of try to follow him a little bit.
Yeah, just kind of imagine you're in one of those spacesuits with the air thrusters.
And let's go halfway in.
You maintain momentum.
So back a little more, or just start going to the right. So try to do what he's doing. Envision you're doing that with your right hand.
Oh, I
You're
see.
driving
Okay.
him.
He's telling me what to do.
Yep.
Telling you to go to the
Or
cliff.
she.
So driving
They're
forward.
telling you
He's
what to
going
do.
forward a little bit, and nice and slow. Don't use a lot of stick.
Okay.
And maybe a little lateral left as he gets towards the left-hand side of the screen.
All right.
And you want a little more zoom, maybe?
Yeah. Can I get like a half zoom?
Absolutely.
Wow.
Wow.
There you go.
Is he gonna chase the lasers?
No.
Come on.
No.
The cat.
There you go. You got it. Just a little bit more. I've got you stick so far down so you don't do anything sudden.
Can we
And
get
driving
lasers off for
forward.
a second?
What's that?
Can we get lasers off for a second?
Lasers off,
Laser off.
please.
Yeah. I don't want to shine it in the eye. Okay.
Thank you.
There you go.
Somebody got a video highlight this.
Beautiful.
You got some stars moving. A shooting
Oh,
star.
yeah.
You
Look
got a
at
shooting
that.
star. Look at that.
Ready for my close-up.
Oh, there's another fish coming up.
We'll see what happens when they meet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh goodness.
Yeah, come on, lateraling left. Yep.
Yeah, it's very much.
Whoa.
Oh.
Oh.
What are we gonna get?
Oh, it's a predation.
Oh my
Well,
gosh.
that does look as if he's.
That was a predation.
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
no.
No, he was just brushing the dust off him.
It's like when the vacuum doesn't pick up.
But isn't it fun to chase a fish?
This is exhilarating.
So try to match him.
Yeah.
Trying to back off.
So go ahead and try to come down. A left
Okay.
stick, push down.
Push down on left.
Push down on the left
Okay.
stick. And because you're in auto depth, you're just moving the set point, really. So do it for 5 or 6 seconds. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep
Oh, I
going,
see. Okay.
keep going. All right, stop.
Stop.
And when you let it go, it should just kind of maintain that.
Cool.
Because you're moving the set point and the auto
Oh,
XY.
I see. Okay.
This is a great view.
He is smiling at you now.
Hey.
Look at it go. Look at
Hey,
it
friend.
go.
It has a
So,
bit of a
lateraling right. Maybe backing up a little bit. There you go. Perfect.
Oh,
Oops,
no.
we blew him out.
Sorry.
Yeah.
quick
Sorry, buddy.
pause the pump.
Skate to
That's all right.
vanish.
So we are falling a bit behind.
I'm in
So I'm
hold
gonna-
right now.
Oh, fabulous. So we can wait for the cloud maybe, or?
This would be a great time to do a magic trick.
So I wonder if those whales that we've seen on the surface, like the pilot whales or foldscular whales, are diving here to
yes.
catch fish.
I swear.
Yeah,
Jay,
maybe.
if you get a whale coming out right now, that would just make your day.
Yeah. Be
So
your
this
second
is,
whale.
I didn't
huh?
actually hit the bottom. It was just thrust.
That was the thrust,
Okay.
yes.
I see. Okay.
In this particular area, it seemed particularly sensitive to that.
Thank you. That's what I needed.
I think that was
It
a,
wasn't
Yeah,
me. It
you
was-
haven't seen me do that 15 times?
might
It
have been
definitely wasn't you because you're like 1.5 meters off the ground.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's not like
I
he
hope my
slammed
friend
into
is still
anything.
there.
It might have been a real magic trick.
Yeah.
Watch me pull a skate out of my hat.
Maybe it was the skate. Maybe it wasn't the thruster at all. It was the skate.
Sure.
Look at it. It's gone. Everyone applaud.
Yeah, I'm starting to wonder. You know, that was his magic trick.
That was the great skateroni.
And just for the sake of interest, why don't you turn left a bit? And that's by rotating counterclockwise.
okay.
Rotating counterclockwise, yeah.
Okay, other way.
And then we're going to go that way a little bit.
Okay.
So our new heading is going to be 130.
Okay, I'm a little
You're
disoriented.
good right there.
I'm good? Okay.
Yeah. And you
So
could
push.
lateral left a little bit maybe.
Okay.
Just get kind of on top of the hill. Seems to be most of the interesting stuff is
Yeah, it seems
towards
like
the
it.
top.
Oh, there you go.
Now follow this track.
Yeah. And nice and slow.
So interesting how
I
these
feel like I'm using a lot of the stick right
cracks
now.
are
Should I
parallel.
be using less?
Yes.
Okay.
Bridge nav.
But it's captivating, isn't
Step
it?
Oh, yeah.
10 meters, heading 100.
Once again, that's a little fast.
Okay.
I'm going to say that you just, and you may be going with the current. That may be what's
Yeah.
kind of driving you so fast. But it's nice to watch the video a little bit slower.
That's a good speed. I think.
Ooh.
And maybe lateraling right a bit. Well, you have
So much
scared
life
that
here.
thing.
Uh-huh.
Nice job, DJ.
Ooh, what did we got there?
Ooh, that's a pygnogonid. Sea spider, sea spider.
That is big.
Oh my.
Oh, wow.
Can we get a zoom?
Lasers on, please. The biggest one I've seen is 60 centimeters, and that one looks like 30, doesn't
30,
it?
yeah.
If you
Yeah.
laid them out and spread them out, probably more like 40.
Yeah.
Those are so cool. We need a zoom on that,
That's
DJ. So you're
wild.
going to have to put that right in the. Let's get it in the center of the screen,
Okay.
and then
Yeah,
we're going to
that's a good
land.
highlight.
Yeah,
So
'cause,
driving ahead, driving ahead,
Drive ahead.
drive ahead, and pushing down on
On
your
my stick.
left stick down,
Okay.
and
Oh, gosh.
keep the pressure down
Okay,
on the
keep
left
pressure down.
stick, and driving forward just a little bit.
Okay.
We'll let go of that one and keep pushing down, pushing down.
Oh, I don't want to land on him.
Nope, stop. All right, well,
Okay.
back up a little bit. We're going to go like this. Just keep pushing down on the left stick,
Okay.
down on
Push
the
down
left
on the left
stick. Yep, down on the left stick. And just leave it there. And down on the left stick till we touch.
How is that a
And
thing?
so
Very
let's
nice.
push.
So impressive.
And let's push. One of my favorite deep sea creatures.
push down a little.
Fascinating.
Look how small the body is, and look at the tail.
Wow.
Cool.
So these are predators. They go around, like to eat anemones, some of them.
Ooh. That seems like something out of a sci-fi movie.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah.
But 8
It's
legs,
awesome.
tail. Look at the size of the tail.
So
That's
impressive.
That is amazing.
It's like a little pincer tail looking thing.
That one is
So we
Kinda like
didn't
a
hit
feeding
stick lock, so let's push down with your
hard,
left stick.
actually.
Okay.
And
Bridge nav.
let's push this one.
Like
Boom.
a proboscis.
And we're going to tilt up a little more. And come left a little bit. That's me. I'm just
Step
talking
10
myself
meters,
through the
heading
hydraulics.
100.
These colors are beautiful.
Yeah.
Jana, zoom it well. Oops. And lasers off, maybe.
Yeah, let's give it lasers off. Nice.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
You're now the sea spider man.
Cool. I wonder what he's eating.
It looks like
Ooh, I think I see some eyes there.
Ooh.
See those
no,
two
don't-
tiny
don't
dots?
I
say
can't
that.
tell.
Where do you, you think?
Oh,
So
yeah.
you think he's pointed in this direction?
Yeah,
So that's his nose, not a tail.
yeah, that's like the
Oh.
feeding.
So
How-
he's got two
how he
little
eats,
appendages
I
on the
think,
side
right?
of those too, right? Are you all
Yeah.
the way in, Jaina?
Yeah, I am.
That is too cool. All right, I'm just going to tilt down a hair.
Yeah, it looks like a
Pinchers at the end.
yeah.
Neat.
Wow, those are fascinating.
This is awesome.
That's the biggest and brightest color one we've seen.
Yeah, the other ones were kind of like I don't know, like dull. Not
Yeah.
dull,
Yeah.
but like
So I've only seen them south of Tasmania on the seamounts, and they were so bright orange.
Ooh, he's waving.
this one has like a nice starburst
Oh,
effect.
it's moving.
But he is feeding himself there.
Yeah, it's
right?
bringing.
Yeah, it looks like a.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Interesting.
Or is that something on him?
oh no, it's rubbing its eye.
It's like, dude, that light is blinding. Oh, so it's
It looks like it's cleaning.
so it's
like
got
like
8
little-
legs, 2 arms, 2 nostrils, and what do you want to call that last thing? My goodness.
Proboscis?
Yes,
An
a
antenna.
proboscis.
That's
The
crazy.
center thing is a proboscis, and then
Oh my gosh, it is being devious. It is like it literally just.
Twisted its mustache.
Twisted
That was so
mustache.
snidely whiplash. So, Annette, would you like 5 minutes in the seat?
Yeah.
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 DJ, you're fired.
Okay.
Okay.
I want to make
awesome.
sure we're getting video highlights.
Make sure
so-
you're muted.
do you get
Mute
that? Jacob?
before you
my
pull.
mute button?
It's off to the left,
That's
the
a
second
5.
white.
Oh,
I think, in my opinion.
Good job.
That was great. You did a very good
Yeah.
job.
Go ahead.
Nice job. You found a sea spider and escaped. What is that? A 4?
I just
I was
Yeah.
gonna give it a 5.
just gotta give it a 5. Yeah.
So, hop right in. We're going to put your
I guess it would've
armrest
been
down.
To bring it over
Just
the
to make
edge,
it
it would've been
comfy.
eating something. Or
Yep, plug in there, and then unmute yourself. Second white one to the left. Yep, and just go up with it.
There you go.
All right, you're live. So this is the stick that does the most. So it's when you, right now we're in stick lock and we're pushing down. So I'm just going to show you how it works. So forward, driving left, driving right, driving backwards. If you want to turn, you change the heading with the rotating the knob.
Okay.
This
I don't know
one,
who's sending these pictures.
push
but they're
down
awesome.
and you pull up, just like an airplane. So if you wanted to go lower,
you?
you push down.
No.
If you want to come up, you
You're
pull
welcome.
up. So I'm going to, so let's get your hands on the
Oh.
sticks. So as soon as let's get it on the other one too. So as soon as I press this button, what I want you to do
Okay.
is just come
Oh,
up
this one,
gently
thank
with
you.
that one.
So push up.
So you're
Okay.
going to
Oh,
push down,
Jane.
pull up.
Oh.
So you're just going to pull up a little bit. 1, 2, 3. Let's pull up just a little bit. Pull that towards you. Yeah, and you're going to see the vehicle come right off the bottom of it.
Yeah.
And we're going to go to, right now we're at 0.7 meters. We're going to go to 1.2, 1.3. So coming up just a little bit more. And the only thing we don't want to hit is the spider. So coming up just a wee bit more. Yeah. Actually, we're going to shut that off.
There we go. 1.2.
And, yep. And we're going to be going 125, something like that.
We'll be heading in direction, let's say 140.
So we're going to rotate the top of that until
Okay.
the yellow dot's around 140. You see right now it's at about 070. So just spin that knob on top. So you want to spin this knob here.
Right. Where am I looking on
So the compass, the
Yeah,
round things,
yeah.
you see the yellow dot moving?
the? Oh, yes.
So we're going to go to 140.
40.
So just
Oh,
go right to
okay.
135 and just a hair past it.
Yeah. Got it.
And as soon as you let that go, we're just going to start driving forward slowly.
Okay.
And if you feel like you've come too far off the bottom, right now that's kind of perfect or even ideal.
Okay.
But what I would suggest is maybe lateraling a little to the left and driving forward slowly. And try not to use all the stick.
I did realize how easy it is to ignore the back row
I'm
when
going
you're
to
up there.
crank up your joy gain
Yeah.
just a little bit.
What is this? Okay. Okay.
It's pretty fun.
All right.
It is like a video game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's exactly like a video game.
Yeah.
Same controls,
Yeah.
the whole 9 yards.
Okay. All right.
But you
This
don't
is
have to
cool.
put,
Oh, there's
is
a
it 50
fish?
cents
If
now?
I want
or-
to, no. Okay.
I want it.
Now, if
All right,
looking
glance
up,
right and smile.
if looking up is kind of hurting your
Annette?
neck, you could just look at the straight one right here.
Oh,
That's the
okay.
same camera. Is there for your convenience.
So glance right and smile.
Okay.
Do you want to?
You don't want a picture?
Oh,
No, glance
here.
right, the other right.
oh.
1, 2, 3.
It's
Perfect.
like if I'm driving, I won't be
know.
looking. That's straight ahead, right?
So I would
Okay.
throw a little more lateral left,
Yeah.
just
You seem
to
to be
kind of stay up
drifting
on
left. Is there the
the,
current?
that's the current. Yep.
Yeah, okay. So we're kind of like balancing.
Well, if you think about the piece of foam, it's almost like the size of a piece of plywood getting just put so much surface area that the current has a lot of effect.
Yeah.
Let's actually go 135.
135. So
Just,
Right.
you're on
Just
135,
135.
so don't,
So here's
just,
that
right?
bridge nav.
I just have a feeling there's a little more to see that way, so exactly,
Step 2 0
just,
meters,
just what you're
heading
doing. Yeah.
135.
And do you just have a sense from your
So I
track
can
experience
see
what-
it going up,
Some rock.
Yeah.
and every time we're at the top, we seem to see more.
Yeah.
Or at the peak,
Yep.
you can, and that's not all the time, but quite often. Yep. So try not to go so fast.
Okay. Right.
The ship is moving.
It's just easier to watch the video when you're going slower.
Yeah.
And for our viewers' pleasure. So also, let's pull on the left stick a bit. Pull on it. Yep. Pull it towards you. Yeah, and hold it for a little while. So you're at 0.9 meters of altitude. You want to be at 1.2, 1.3. So that's 1 and 1.1. You can let it go now.
Okay.
And
what are we looking at straight ahead there on the?
looks
sort
like
of upper
so
right?
if you glance over to the
curve.
bubble cam, you can kind of see
Oh yeah.
it almost seems like a
It-
peak.
Yeah. Yep.
But before you get up there, why don't you lateral a little bit more to see what's getting, what we're going to see before we get there, because that might
Okay.
be the drop off. And,
Yeah. Let's get a fish.
all right, I know you want to look at that fish, so we're going to try to put that right in the center of the screen. And you can use this camera or that camera. It's the same camera, just
Okay,
different
yeah.
monitor.
Yep.
So now driving forward. And what we're going to do is we're going to try and time both hands at the same time.
Okay.
So you're going to push down a little bit and try to a little bit left, a little bit back, but pushing down on that one, driving forward again, and just to get it right in the middle of the screen and coming down. Keep coming down. Nope, you're pulling up. We push down. Push all the way on the. Push all the way on that one. That's pulling. Push all the way down on that
There
one.
you go.
So we've come up most of a meter. So moderate the speed coming down. So just feather it a little bit. Lateraling left a little more. Just left. No. And you're, I think you are, all right, so 100% down with the left-hand one. The other way, other way.
There you go.
So as soon as we touch the bottom, we're going to push this, just let go of that. Keep that one down 100%. 100%. Here we go. So now we're going to use, so we're on the bottom now.
Yep.
Dial up our joy gain. And we're going to tilt our camera up. And we're going to ask Jana for a push.
Oh, there we go.
What was the name of the black dragon and How to Train Your Dragon?
Oh, Toothless.
Yeah, it looks like Toothless, doesn't it?
These big eyes.
And when you get bored, you ask Jana for a pull.
Okay. I guess everybody Ready to see the next?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so let's pull. Okay, thank you.
So I'm going to dial your joy gain down a bit more. So now you're going to push the button on top of here and you're driving again. So you're going to pull back a little and pull on that one again. Yep. There you go. And once you lateral around a bit before we get to the top. So we're going to go back into auto depth.
Jacob, do you think
so
this would
when
be good
we reach that
rocks to
edge,
sample?
That crust.
That's usually when I ask for instructions.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
Where do you want to go next?
Or up
Okay.
ahead.
I'm sorry?
Up ahead or
And
this
we were
crust?
talking about doing a midwater run
I guess
over
either
to
this
another
crust,
peak,
so
or
I don't know if we'll find
Looks
a
like we're going to go down to 5J
chunk
right
later
now.
on.
Yeah, I think like if we could find sample up ahead, maybe like right around here, that'd be great.
it's boulders here, or
Yeah.
rocks.
We were chatting here about this would be a
Going
good
a
place
little
for
fast.
a rock sample.
Oh, do I hear rock sample from Santiago?
Are you ready for sampling?
You ready to
Annette?
sample, Annette?
Can I?
oh, manipulating's the easy part.
Did you want one, Santiago?
Yeah, I think
Oh,
we're.
you do?
This
Okay.
is a good area for that because we haven't seen any.
So what would be a good
What do you think,
size
Jacob? Something like
rock?
this?
Something with a lot of
Can you see what I?
creatures on it?
Yeah.
So rotate the heading to the right, so turn the top of that clockwise.
What do you think?
So did you
I
see
was
what he
kinda
circled?
looking at the smaller rocks.
So
that
keep
may have broken
keep doing
off
that, keep doing that, keep
out
doing
of
that,
the,
keep doing that,
like
keep
larger
doing
chunks,
that.
so we don't have to try to,
and
like,
stop.
Okay.
So now you
scrape
want
them
to drive
off or-
forward a little bit,
So not like a piece of crust,
and
but
maybe
something
lateral a little to the
Yeah,
right.
that's
something-
already broken.
So
Yeah,
now
yeah.
I'm trying to square myself up so that I can land and
I
have
think
that
Okay.
the
near
last
the bottom
sample
of the
last
basket.
day was
So
something
if
like
you
that.
start
Um,
coming down,
Gabby
Okay.
pushing
kinda
down
like
with
we're
that
able
one.
to-
broke
No,
it
that's
off.
pulling.
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't mean that
pushing
this
down.
is gonna work, but
Yeah, we
Backing
can always
up a
give it
little bit.
shot.
Pushing down and backing
yeah,
up.
there's some other
Yeah,
pieces.
very good.
Here, but
And just moderate the down
Oh,
a
yeah.
little.
Yeah, you're right.
And that's, here
See
we
if
are.
we can
Gonna go
get some.
kaboom any second. Yep.
Okay, there we go. Go
But I
for it.
don't, that doesn't look like I could break anything off of there.
No.
So right over the top of it, I see a piece that's already kind of,
Broken off.
Yeah.
So move
it
forward a
seems
little.
that way. So this is going to take a little bit of flying. So what I want you to do is come back a little bit, start pirouetting to the left while you bring the heading to the right, and we're going to go fly up to that other one. So lateraling left hard, yeah, and rotating the heading just a little bit to the right. So see how the slope's coming down like this? So I want to
Yeah.
approach it like that. So
Yeah.
keep lateraling and turning. So we're going to do that and this at the same time.
Okay.
We're going
Oh,
to
at the
rotate the
same time,
heading,
okay.
yeah, until you're kind of pointed right at it.
Okay.
And maybe even a little bit forward now.
Ooh, there's
keep
some
keep
chimneys
doing
there.
what you were doing. We want to bring the heading
Yeah.
around.
Yeah.
you see
Oh,
the
yeah.
structures on the
Uh-huh.
right? We
There you
that's
go.
what we sampled earlier. These
Oh,
ones
looks
don't
like
look
there's a little
active.
fish
So I'm
hiding
going to
in
help
the
a little bit.
crevice. Yeah,
We're
that's
going to
fine.
stop
Sorry.
lateraling to the right.
Okay.
So we're going to maybe lateral to the left a little bit. And so the rock's up in there. So
Is it
down,
that one?
push down, push down. No, push, yep,
There
there
you
you go. So I'm going to stop there. So now I start using, whoops, easy on the down, easy
Yep.
on the down, easy,
To see
there we
those
go.
chimneys real close.
And 100% down,
Wow.
and stick lock.
Okay. So, oh, we got a little fish
We
hiding in a
didn't seem to get
crevice,
that. So
and-
push down 100% again,
Oh, okay.
and put, and you can let it go.
Okay.
Perfect. I think our
Great.
timing was just off a little bit.
Okay.
All right, we're going to get a rock.
Okay. Awesome. Do you
Good
need
job.
to? You want me to get the rock?
Do you want to try?
Yes.
So
I
I'm,
don't know
all
if
right.
we'll have enough room. Looks like the arm is against the
Yeah,
rock.
so that may just move us a little bit when the time comes. So what I need to do is back you up. Push
Okay.
back as hard as you can with your feet.
Oh.
More. Yes, because you need room in front of you,
Oh,
right? So you've got to
okay.
push, keep going.
Yeah, this is going to be going on your
There you
left.
go. So
Oh,
now we
oh.
have to get rid of
Okay.
these, both
Okay.
of them. So there's a button on the side you have to
Go ahead.
push.
Lift it.
Got it. Okay, this thing?
Yep. So you want to rotate it counterclockwise. You've got it, yep, just like
Okay.
that. And watch out for your
Yep.
headphones.
Okay.
So this is where you earn your money,
All
right?
right.
So we got to get this out of the way somehow.
Okay.
Yeah, that's probably good. So how I hold this thing, and it's, what I end up doing is turning a little bit this way because you need room in front of you.
Okay.
And
Okay.
so this has exactly
Oh,
all
okay.
the same joints,
Okay.
right? So
Yep.
it's got its base, it's got its shoulder, its elbow, and then it's
Yeah.
got its
Yeah.
pitch
Okay.
and yaw, they call it.
Okay.
And so I'm going to unfreeze it and get it out of the way.
Okay.
So we're going to unfreeze it. So we may move a little bit when this happens. And you want to try to use this camera because there's a little bit of lag in the other camera.
What, the one in the middle screen there?
Yeah, so you want to try to
Okay.
use this one.
Oh, okay.
And you're just going to reach out.
Yeah,
And you're going to
okay.
grab that. Look, it's loose and just ready to grab. So,
Yeah, that's a good
a couple things I want to show you
It's a
first.
good rock.
So I want you to hold it like
I
this,
think
Okay.
but you got to be careful what buttons you push.
Yeah.
This closes the
You're
gripper
the
and letting it
geology
open.
expert in this watch, Jacob.
Okay.
So once again, this closes the gripper,
Unofficial watch.
and if you
lead.
let it go, it opens it.
Okay.
This button down here, that's the freeze button. That
Okay.
means every time you get uncomfortable,
Yeah.
so like all of a sudden now you're way down here, you just hit
Yeah.
the freeze button and you
Yeah.
bring it back to where you're comfortable.
Okay.
So watch what I do when I hit the freeze button, it's live.
Yeah.
And the one thing
Okay.
you don't want to do is push too hard on the bottom or anything like that.
Yeah.
So very, very gentle and easy.
Okay.
So you're going to put this hand like that so that you can push on the buttons. You're going to use this hand right about here so that you can reach the but you want to put that a little bit different so you can push on this button, right?
So-
And you can use that one or not.
This is the
This is the freeze on
this
the
is
very
the
end.
freeze. Okay. So
Right.
can I press that and see what happens?
Yeah, but be gentle
Okay.
and go ahead and so practice with the jaw open and close.
This is this one, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay. I see.
So now
Yep.
you want to kind of reach out, get over that rock, and pick it up. Oh, you're coming way too far to the left. You want to swing to the right a little bit, and then just reach out and get it, right? So a little bit more out. Close the gripper. Oh, look, you got a rock.
Ooh.
Oh.
You have
She
to
got
hold
I
it.
broke it.
Well, it,
You
like,
broke it.
It crumpled up, yeah.
It did crumble.
It was a good rock.
It was
Okay.
more like a mud clump than a rock.
Yeah.
That wasn't
Let's see.
necessarily you.
So remind me not to thumb wrestle you. Yeah.
Let's see.
So, what do you think about trying to grab some of that lava right there, the round piece with all the corals on it? Because that's
Yeah,
a
that
bonus
sounds
sample,
good.
isn't it? So
Yeah.
hit freeze, because I can see you're uncomfortable, right? So now get comfortable before you start manipulating again, and you might want to have these joints out a little
okay.
bit.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. So, I'm
So
gonna
go ahead and
unfreeze.
freeze again. And then you're going to rotate a little bit to the right. Whoops, that was left. So, and we're going to spin your gripper a little bit just to get it a little bit
okay.
more. So
Okay.
now you want to go that way. So you want to come towards me. Whoopsie. Easy, easy.
Okay.
Coming down. Close the gripper. Let's see what happens. Now let's keep the gripper closed. That end's not going to move.
No.
No, that's a little too firmly
Oof.
embedded.
Yeah.
So maybe, how about, see this hollow one here?
Yeah.
That's
So
a,
let's,
is that a rock?
Maybe freeze
Right.
it.
yeah,
Be a chunk
Be-
of chimney.
and get
Yeah.
comfy.
Chimney, I think.
Okay.
So when I say get comfy, hold on a second.
Okay.
So I kind of set myself up
Jacob, what
to
about
just,
this
so what I want to do
chunk of
now, and
this
I can
crust
see
or
that,
something
is
like that?
just come down
Okay.
with it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I can kind of see that. So
we
I
can try
want to
that.
kind of have it like this
Okay.
so use
Okay.
this hand too,
Yeah.
kind of support the other stuff.
So I was surprised that the other one was so
I
crumbly.
and
did
then-
see that
Yeah, me too.
Santiago circled in yellow, not the hollow one, but the one on the top.
Yeah, we were just chatting about here.
What would you like me to get?
I mean, see, Jacob is giving some input here.
Whoops.
This one? I think Jacob is interested in this one.
Okay.
Okay, so give it a whirl. And so you want to, I'd freeze again, right? So are you frozen?
Yeah.
So now you don't look frozen. Hit it again. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, and it
Okay.
all depends how we push it. So what I'm going to say is, let me just kind of set this up a little bit better for you.
Okay.
So you want to straighten out the wrist,
Okay.
but then we also want to just kind of come out and get right over it so that
Okay.
all we're doing is going to come down on it.
Okay.
So as soon as you unfreeze, you just want to, the whole arm, yep. So unfreeze, and then just come down a little, maybe rotate a little bit. That seems so firmly embedded.
Oh,
Oh, try that
moved.
again. Come down a little harder.
promising.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's not even budging.
No, it's not. Nope.
I thought
Oh,
it
the whole
moved.
thing did.
Yeah. It
It's
is
a
Okay.
giant,
Wow.
but you
Yeah.
moved it.
Yeah,
Wait,
probably.
So
so
let's
it
just wait for the
goes
sediment to clear.
clear.
Yeah, it's tricky because all of these rocks are so put together. No, little chunks to grab.
That one seems
So
loose.
try to be a little bit slower and
Okay.
be aware of when you're actually touching, because you push the vehicle up a couple
Okay.
times. It's not a big
Okay.
deal, but it's just you want to put all the energy into grabbing the rock.
Yeah.
So let's try to reach out and grab that again.
Okay.
You're just starting to see it again. So, and then just push the whole arm down once again, and maybe wrist in a little bit. Wrist in a little bit. Just, oops. Coming back down.
Okay.
So you're uncomfortable. So let's freeze it. And then
Okay.
we're gonna, that's not frozen. So now we're gonna lift it up a little bit, and now we're gonna unfreeze it again. And we're gonna come down on it
Okay.
and start closing the jaws. Close them 100%. And now hold that for a second. Can you just keep
just-
everything still? And I'm
Yep.
gonna press another button for you,
Okay.
which is gonna lock the jaws. I can't see it, it's this button right here. Now see
Okay.
if you can lift the rock out. Look at that.
Wow.
Okay.
Could you have picked a bigger one?
Good job, Annette.
Okay.
So pick it up. And
Is
then hit
there-
freeze.
Jacob, is there anything?
So
in
I'm
the
going to say
starboard-
that's larger than my thigh.
Yeah. Huh?
Is there anything in
So
starboard? I need to
freeze,
know?
right?
It's
Any
frozen.
floaty bits?
Are you frozen?
Yeah.
So let's come back down, unfreeze, and lift
No,
it
we're
up in
good.
the air.
No floaties.
Or excuse me, into the water.
I don't think we have any rocks.
We have a rock in
Oh.
the starboard bow
That
box.
was a giant.
Yeah.
So
I thought the other thought it was frozen to hold it. Okay.
Yep.
But we can
So
try
now we're going to
Yep.
unfreeze the jaws,
Yep.
and you're just going to reach down and grab it again. And when you've got it squoze, you're going to use the button to the left of the freeze button. And that's there's a lot of buttons down there. But,
It's not. It's the
This is
jaws seem
massive.
frozen.
let's press that, try again. Okay, so I'm going to say you're going to have to reach out a little bit. And you know,
I gotta wait
wait
till
till
the
the
dust
cloud.
clears.
It's only going to take a minute. Of course, it feels like 5 when you're waiting for the dust
Yeah.
to clear, but it still only takes a minute or two. So if we get that whole thing on board, you're going to want Adam to cut it up into cup holder sizes, so you can for coasters for
Yeah.
your coffee table.
Yep.
100%.
Oh, jeez.
So just starting to see it again.
Yeah.
And you know,
Yep.
maybe we should ask Jana for a little bit of a push. Would you just go in a little bit? And
Okay.
I'm gonna rotate a little bit here, and then I'm gonna tilt up a little bit.
Okay. Unfreezing.
So why don't you practice with the gripper a couple times, and then practice with holding the gripper, right?
I'm gonna
Now
practice.
it's starting to disappear. So close the gripper. Now try to hit the button to the left of the freeze button. Now let go of the gripper. So you got it then, right?
Okay.
So let go of the gripper. Did you get
Okay.
it? So
Yeah.
I don't
Oh,
think you get
okay.
the freeze.
Yeah, I will.
I think.
Oops.
Do we
5
need to
meters?
back up a little bit?
No. What do you mean back up a little bit? So I could zoom out, or we could zoom out a little.
All right. So
Would you pull
hang on.
Jana, please?
Okay.
But you're in the perfect spot to grab that. If you look in the bubble camera,
Okay.
you're right
Yes,
over it. And
I am.
you've
Yeah.
got the jaws lined up right. All you
Okay.
need to do is come down, squeeze, and lock the grippers.
Bridge nav.
There you go. Nope, you got to come down a bit more than that till you're touching it. Yep,
Can we
now squeeze.
Step 10 meters.
Once
heading
again,
060.
so let's rotate your jaw, freeze everything. Are you frozen?
Yes.
May I take it for just a second?
Yes.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unfreeze. I'm going to rotate the grippers just a little bit, and then going to freeze again. So now all you need to do is come down a hair and squeeze the grippers. And once again, you're not holding it how I showed you. I always put my hand like this underneath it so that I'm able to push the buttons with my fingers.
Okay.
And just so unfreeze, push down a hair, and then squeeze the grippers. And you've got the biggest rock of the expedition. So hit freeze on the grippers now, which is the
Yep.
button. Yeah, there you go. And come up gentle. Just start lifting the whole arm using the shoulders. Right now you're just using the wrists. There you go. Yeah.
Oh, man.
So come towards you a little. Yeah. There you go. You got it. So freeze. The very end button. We're going to freeze. So now we're going to get comfortable again.
Okay.
Because we want to kind of, so by getting comfortable, I mean,
Yeah.
get down into the zone. So your next move is going to be up and at you. So I would
Okay.
almost go down a little extra, and then we're
Okay.
going to unfreeze, and we're going to bring the biggest rock of the expedition up in front of the camera a little. I'm freezing again. So now you're going to unfreeze and rotate the rock so we get a good picture of it. So
Okay.
unfreeze, and then this rocker switch rotates. This one, you're not going to use the gripper anymore, right? Because you're gripped.
Okay.
So you're going to unfreeze, and then you're going to rotate it just a little bit. So unfreeze, rotate that other rocker switch. Whoops, like move your hand so I can see what you're doing. So this is the rocker switch here. And we're frozen, so I'm going to unfreeze. So now I'm going to rotate the rock just a wee. Oh my God, look at this.
Wow. Okay.
What a rock.
All right, so we're going to pan up a little bit to get a good picture. And
Oh,
want to
that's
zoom
great.
in.
Are we going to have to drop a weight?
2. But is it worth coasters? Would you push, please?
Oh, man, that's like 40 centimeters.
Oh, easy.
Yeah.
Nice.
Looks like we have some,
That'll be a
Oh,
good
so
one
we
to
got
cut.
some-
Thanks, Annette.
That's got some corals on it.
Yeah.
Jacob's excited.
Oh, yeah.
Nice
Could be a
rock.
centerpiece.
You're not even going to be able to cut it with the
You should see
saw.
my mantle at home.
Yeah. Post that up on the wall.
Pretty fabulous. All right, so I'm not going to ask you to stow it because that's getting close to the cameras and all that
Okay.
stuff. I think I should
That's
do
fine.
that. But if you could just lay that down gently without hitting any of the, well, you know what? Just hand it to me,
I'll hand it to you. Yep.
the whole thing.
Okay.
And we're just going to let that go right in front.
All right. Thank
If
you
you
so
would pull
much.
a little, yep. And actually, let's
Okay.
just so mute yourself and then pop out. And pull your headphones. Very nice work.